You are
live.
You are
Hi,
live.
everyone. I'm Donna. This is Peter, and we're from the Corruption Whistleblower newspaper, which definitely came about because of all of the corruption in this continent in regards to this really being a crime scene. So we've unpacked numerous pertinent articles. If you've seen the first one, this is the first revised edition, and we're really looking forward to presenting all of these different criminal articles that our current government has been basically indicted for, because we've also run a grand jury indictment on the 8th of February. So we're really keen to come and talk to all of you mob in regards to awakening old days with new ways, because we've also got some absolutely fantastic solutions. So we're not just pointing out the problem. We've got some fantastic solutions that we're looking to present. Did you want to talk a bit about the paper?
Yeah, so the paper is a brief of evidence, and it discloses all the crimes, and there are many of them throughout, and it's admissible to court. But what we want to do is explain these documents page by page, so you've got a full comprehension of what's actually taken place. We all have a inner feeling that something's dreadfully wrong, but these papers actually show it forensically what's happened.
And one of the biggest crime scenes is the amount of children that are taken. We've got graphs in here by their own admission that they're taking 61,000 children a year, uplifting them and putting them somewhere else. And a lot of them go missing. A lot of them, they never see their parents properly again. They're destroying the families. So there's a middle section here that talks about how the so-called child protection has been deemed a serious risk of harm to children and families. That's the assessment that the people have done on the corporate child protection that is stealing children at a rapid rate and not returning them. It actually equates to something like 230 to 240 children per day being uplifted and moved somewhere else on this continent. So it's quite disturbing figures. They're often not returned, very minuscule amount of return. So that becomes accumulative. You'll see the graph, 59,000 one year, 61,000 the next, 60,000 the next. Now they need to keep these numbers up to keep their quota going. So they need a quota of children to come in, because they get up to 40,000, if not more, for the initial uplift. Then they get paid for housing the children somewhere else away from often the family that they should be with. So they're getting a lot of money. They have to keep that kind of level of money up. So the social workers, the judiciary, the child psychologists, all of that crew can continue getting paid. Now, of course, one day we will go back in and audit all of that, and they will be personally liable for the damage that they've done. And we've got ways that we would love to unpack on the Awakening Old Days, New Ways conference to help unpack pathways forward for this to happen. That is one of the main articles in here. And prior to that, it talks about how they've switched out the seals, whose debt is it anyhow? Whose debt is the treasonous corporate government's debt? We unpack all of that and many solutions around that as well. Then we've got the second edition. Second edition is a great edition. It calls out and talks about past and present governors general and the High Court justices. They're wanted for questioning, for a trial of the facts. So they're wanted for questioning. The same as this one calls out. First one calls out accountability wanted. Yeah, accountability is wanted for treasonous politicians, judiciary and public servants. What is it? Return our children and our property immediately.
And following orders won't release them from what they've all criminally done.
That's right. We say all of that here. Following orders won't release you from what you criminally did. So this one talks about fantastic documents here that talk about initially how they switched out the seals state by state and did the dodgy on us all there. And then it goes into all of the amazing information about the embalmers were right, about the COVID injection, how they all knew. And this is a great one for local council too. It's got great information if you're battling your local council. That's the second edition, all available at www.corruptionwhistleblower.com. And Peter's got the third edition here. This is hot off the press, this one.
Yeah, so this is the Port Arthur edition, and there's more than 28 facts in here that are highly questionable, that Martin Bryant is potentially innocent, but that's to be proven at a trial that he's never had. So once again, this is a brief of evidence, and I'm sure that anybody reads it will just be gobsmacked at what sort of anomalies there are, how many shooters there really were, and on and on and on, including sending the police on wild goose chases on the day from Port Arthur to another place about 120 kilometres away to find allegedly clear
washing
containers.
powders,
Yeah, they found washing powder, but they were told in advance that there was potentially heroin there. How they knew that in advance, who knows? But that left no police present at Port Arthur, and the many other anomalies that go along with that.
And we know what happened after Port Arthur. They come and took all the guns. They came and took and collected all the guns and made it unlawful, illegal to have guns. So that it was based on basically a false flag and a terrorism attack from the Australian government. Now, as well, I'm going to unpack some solutions in edition number 4, and we'll be most definitely unpacking solutions at Awakening Old Days, New Ways conference in Bundaberg on July 19, 20 and 21. Sorry, June 19, 20, 21. So we're really looking forward to seeing you all up there, and we're really looking forward to presenting the papers and presenting some fantastic solutions that go across the board and really empower the sovereign First Nations. So we thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you all in person. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks for listening. Just see if you can get Evan to come in. Thanks.
Evan, I just want to make sure this thing's shut down. It doesn't seem to be shutting down.